Hello, welcome to a video where I'm going to showcase round 6 battles from my Mega Master League tournaments. These are the semi-lost battles from the Swiss Format tournament that I have here. And I'm actually up myself this time against Blazinglyblaze, a good Master League player from the PGR group. I'm running a Primal Groudon team that was also featured in the first video that I made. And my opponent has one Pokemon that deals really well with the Primal Pokemon, which is Palkia, and I really like that. It's not that great against my team, though. One Pokemon that's particularly good for me is Magnezone, actually. Magnezone has good play against Aggron, Palkia, Kyogre, Lugia, and Genesect. It's just that extra drill that really hard walls it. So let's take a look at how these battles will go. Unfortunately, a bad lead for me. I am actually playing ABA against Extra Drill, kind of a bold strategy. I meant to run Zap Cannon here as well, but it is what it is. I'm going to shoot up this Meteor Beam. I'm trying to not talk too much out of my perspective, but how it goes. Magnezone actually looks pretty good against Blazinglyblaze's team here, as he's having the Palkia and the Lugia in the back. Just basically two Pokemon that can keep Primal Groudon pretty well in check. Although I have to say, if I'm running like Dragon Tail Primal Groudon, then Palkia gets destroyed there as well, because an Aqua Tail is not enough to take out the whole Groudon. My opponent probably a little bit spooked out by this Magnezone. Maybe didn't expect it exactly, but yeah, I brought it. And I figured that if he let Aggron, there's zero chance he has extra drill in the back. So that's why I felt a little bit comfortable with the team. I'm swapping right back into the Primarina, and the reason for that is the same here. Just because his other answer to Primarina would be the extra drill or the Genesect, worst case scenario. But he did. I didn't expect those really with the Aggron lead, so that's why I was very comfortable with this, right? Because Aggron lead with extra drill or Genesect in the back would just be impossible against the Groudon. He's going for was this Skytech or Aeroblast? Didn't see it for a second. It is the Aeroblast actually, but I was going to. Oh my god! And he even boosts. That's actually terrible for me. Actually could have gone into the Magnezone here, but maybe it doesn't matter. Primal Groudon, unlike its regular form, does pretty fine here. 2 Fire Punches, I think, will take it out from here. Yeah, we'll take out that Lugia. This is just very fine. All I need to do, basically, is to build up enough energy that I can throw up Precipice Blades at that Palkia, and that should be very fine then. Let's see if Blazinglyblaze makes an attempt to catch. No, he's going for that Sky Attack. Makes sense, it's still double boosted right now. Let's see. Going into the Palkia right away, trying to get to an Aqua Tail, catch a Fire Punch, but not falling for that. Going for the Precipice Blades, which will take it out completely. And then I have the Fire Punch ready to throw at this Lugia, and that will seal the deal for Primal Groudon. This is why I said in one of my previous videos that I find Primal Groudon one of the best Pokemon in its format, and I also chose it because I didn't expect others to choose it as much, so I wanted to make content with that. I also have a Haxorus and a Magnezone that not a lot of people have. Especially Haxorus has not been very useful, but yeah, it doesn't even beat Primal Kyogre as a Dragon type. Let's take a look at game number 2 here. I lead my Dragonite into Blazinglyblaze's Kyogre, and he safe switches the Mega Aggron, and this is where I'm kind of not sure what I want to do exactly. Obviously, I have that Primal Ground in the back. What I'm afraid of is a potential extra drill in the back. So in comes my Primal Groudon here. Probably should have thrown it right away because I cannot farm this down. I probably should have swapped it in right away because I can't farm it down even after the superpower. My Dragonite now has no energy, took quite some damage, so not that great. And I'm counting here, so, and I know that he's about to get to a Heavy Slam if I don't throw the Fire Punch, so I kind of have to here. I'll throw the Fire Punch to take out this Mega Aggron, and this is really unfortunate because now I can't get to a Fire Punch and a Precipice Blades, which I would really love on that Kyogre. Gonna go for that Precipice Blades. I don't think I would have gotten to the Fire Punch here. Blazinglyblaze does shield that up. That is a good shield because it would do a lot of damage, and I think Kyogre, even against Dragonite, still has some use. And then going back into the Lugia. Keeps bringing the Lugia, trying to play it a little bit safe, but again, this is not a great team against... It's actually a pretty weak team to my Magnezone. His best Magnezone also there basically wants the Kyogre, because if I if I have to like bait with mirror shots, which I didn't even have. I accidentally had flash cannon, meant to have zap cannon. Uh, but yeah, Kyogre doesn't even do that great against Magnezone. Or sorry, the opposite. Magnezone doesn't even do that great against Kyogre. Because your sparks just don't add up really, and you need more than one wild charge. This is an okay matchup, but at this point I'm thinking he's gonna go straight Sky Attack, then farm it down with the Kyogre and throw a Thunder or Blizzard into my Dragonite. So I'm going to no-shoot this. Let's see what Blaze is going to do this. He is actually going for the Aeroblast here. If I shield this, I win this battle, no doubt, but I don't shield this, and now this becomes tricky for me. That's a call I had to make, I guess. But yeah, as we see here, the Dragon Tails are just chunking too much. I can't really preserve HP, or I can't really find the balance between energy and HP here anymore. And Blaze can now bring in his Kyogre to finish off the Dragonite. Dragonite doesn't have a super effective Grass under the Thunder here, so yeah, down goes the Dragon. So, well played by Blaze. Right, winning the bad lead there. Also a little bit poor on my side, I think. Not just going Groudon immediately into the aggro. Take a look at decisive game number 3 here. I lead the Primal Kyogre into his Excadrill, which is a great lead for me. And a great swap in as well. Again, the Lugia here. Playing a bit ABB against my Magnezone, drawing it out with this Lugia. And thank God he's throwing right before my Wild Charge, so I don't have to shield this one. It's double resisted. And now I can start throwing Wild Charges. But this is where Zap Cannon is nice, because you don't debuff yourself, and it does more damage. Because you'll see, one Wild Charge, I cannot spark this down. It doesn't even go into the red. Is this actually super effective? Doesn't look like it. Anyway, I think at this point, the Lugia might even be able to farm me down if he double shields. See what Blaze is going to do. He's going to let it go. Makes sense. The mud shots also double super effective, so I can't even get to a flash cannon here. Gonna go for the wild charge, which still will chunk not that much damage, but it does a little bit. And then I come back with the Groudon. So because I'm also fire type, I'll take super effective damage from the Drill one here, which is kind of unfortunate, but see how little that does. I mean, it gets me on half, I guess. And then I have my 2 shielded Primarina on the Kyogre. You think that this is game over? Well, let's take a look at the end game here. Because Kyogre is not helpless against Primarina, especially after the Charm nerf. Kyogre wins the zeros, and I believe the ones if you get the... I'm not sure if that was pre-Charm nerf. But you win the ones as well if you go for Thunder. It looks like he's going straight Surf here. Just trying to chip it down. Trying to chip down the Primarina here. Can you get to another Surf as this Kyogre? No, not able to. Kind of unnecessary, yeah. There. Either way, I'm gonna go for that Moonblast. And again, they have 2 shields still. Blaze has 2 shields here. If he can get to a Duron on my Groudon that took a Waterfall as well, it is in Duron range, he might win this battle. But looks like Blaze lost track of my Charm count there. Has now to shield the extra Duron because Moonblast would take it out and have a Fire Punch stored. Yeah, it looks like he's throwing immediately, maybe expecting my Groudon swap in. But I'm just going to be patient and wait until the game denies my fast, my charge move there. No, it doesn't. It doesn't, luckily. But yeah, Fire Punch coming through on the extra draw, and that's a big RPS win on my end. This matchup was going to get RPS anyway, since he kind of has to bring Kyogre, and I have to bring Kyogre answers. So well played, Blazinglyblaze. Thank you for submitting these battles to me. Thank you for participating, and I hope you liked the video. Good one.